Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of this brand new podcast we're doing called Bayside, where me and my friends talk about how shitty life is and how we get through it. I'm your co-host Brian, and we're here with my other three co-hosts. Let's introduce them. First off, we got the token girl, Karina. Say what's up.
Co-host.
Next up, we got my boy Jared.
I ruined his last recording.
Yeah. Lastly, we got my boy Jamie. Say what's up.
Oh, we're recording now?
Yes, we're recording. So yeah, that's the gang. So, sit back, relax. Just something to fucking eat, because we're about to do this shit. Alright, guys. So how are you guys today, anyways?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good to hear.
I'm pretty proud of myself for the thumbnail.
Yeah, thank you for the thumbnail. It's very great, very great. It took him like around a cool 2 hours to do it.
Yeah, we put 2 hours into that. It was definitely not 5 minutes.
Definitely not 5 minutes. Alright. We would have recorded sooner, but someone was doing something. I don't want to say names.
Oh, man.
I wonder who that could be.
I wonder who got me. Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring this out and say it to bring up the first topic. Dreams. Dreams are they're crazy, right? Like one day you've been dreaming about skipping around in La La Land. The next dream you could be running away from Fiona from Shrek. That's exactly what I had. So when I was a little kid, right? I had a nightmare. Okay, let me give you some context first. Back then I had a game, right, where it was a DreamWorks go-karting game, where it was DreamWorks characters, if they were in Mario Kart. And I forgot if it was for PS2 or for Wii, but it was one of those two. So I played it, and then one night I just had a nightmare of Fiona from Shrek chasing me in a go-kart, and the whole time I was just crying to myself. Why are you chasing me? Why
Fiona though? Are you scared of Fiona?
I don't know. I don't know why it was Fiona. It's just the first thing that, I don't know.
Not Jared.
Hold on.
Brian just couldn't accept the dummy thickness of Fiona.
I couldn't.
No, it's
too young.
It's like
What if Fiona's a symbol for something? I don't know. The hierarchy and woman. I don't know.
So you got like Shrek, like he's supposed to be the big scary dude, right? And then you got Fiona, who's just like this girl, right?
Yeah.
But no. You're not scared of the guy who's like portrayed as being scary. No. Like his wife. Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, no.
We learn more about Shrek than Fiona in the movies.
Yeah. And to be frank, it was the ogre Fiona too. So I guess when I was a kid, I was scared of that. I guess I don't know. But all I remember, I was waking up and I was just crying.
Are you scared of Shrek?
No, I was scared of, for some reason, Fiona. No.
Wait, you were afraid of Fiona when you were a kid?
No, the part that I was scared of, that she was chasing me in a go-kart. I was in a go-kart too, and I was just traveling away from me. She was chasing me. I don't know what the fuck I was dreaming about, but that's all I remember. And I remember that was such a scary nightmare for me. That's all I can remember from it. It's so dumb, but I love it though.
I'm not scared of Shrek, but I'm scared of Fiona, who is the same species as Shrek.
She's more vicious, man. She knows kung fu and all that. Dude, she did the whole... Do you not remember from the first scene in Shrek where she did that Matrix shit, bro? That's scary, man. Scary.
She's like a reality bender. She's fourth dimensional.
Can we just power scale Fiona real quick? I don't think
power scale. All right, from Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, all the way to Krillin. She's like a Gohan.
Okay, see, like in the Kaizenshu, right? So in the guides, in the data books, Kakashi could cut lightning, and
Steven Universe can be Kakashi in
Oh my god.
Steven Universe.
Let the show rest, it died. Let the show rest.
Bro, that's why
I think my favorite, my favorite actual genuine power scaling argument was oh yeah, Garnet broke a punching machine, so she's planetary.
We gotta do another tier list again. We didn't do it here.
Okay, but Goku, Vegeta, Krillin, they all broke the punching machines in their universe.
No, okay, but that's not what makes them planetary. What makes them planetary is that
you think
Piccolo,
Krillin's planetary? What the fuck is wrong?
Has Goku destroyed a planet?
Okay, Jay, I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna explain this to you. All right. So, in the Saiyan saga, Goku was like relative to Piccolo. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Man, fuck Piccolo.
So and then early Saiyan saga, like right after they fought Raditz, Piccolo destroyed the moon, no difficulty, casually, right? That's like small planetary right there. And then they got stronger after that. And by the time Nappa and like Vegeta came, right, Goku was way stronger, so he was far beyond that. And then Nappa and Vegeta were also way stronger than all of them, right? So they were
Wait. The moon isn't the size of a planet.
I said small planetary, fool.
Okay, small planetary. Does that mean
Did you just
Roshi
say
is
food?
too? Because he also did that.
Dude,
Wait, who?
Master Roshi,
Dude,
he also destroyed.
Technically, yeah.
Roshi's a fucking god, bro.
Yeah.
He taught
And then, like I
Goku, bro.
said-
He's stronger than
And then, like
Jiren.
I said, they get stronger, right? For like the Saiyans and all that. So then Vegeta and Nappa are like a bajillion times stronger than Piccolo was, right? At that point, and even after he trained, and Goku also became stronger than Piccolo. So by that, so like Saiyan Saga, as early as the Saiyan Saga, they were all like planetary, and then you have Frieza, who was just like some calcs put him at like dwarf star level in his first form.
What? You put Frieza on dwarf star level?
No
his
one's
first
gonna know
form.
what the fuck we're
In
talking
his
about.
first?
I love it.
Yeah, like his,
I have corrections. Have you seen Dragon Ball Super Broly?
No.
yeah. What about it? What about it?
Do you not remember the scene in his first form where he destroyed all the Saiyans?
No, that's why they put him at dwarf star level, because like Planet Vegeta is like 10 times bigger than Earth.
How the fuck did we get to Fiona chasing me to freaking power skill?
Oh wait, is Dwarf Star bigger than the planet?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Okay, never mind.
Jamie said, let's power skill Fiona. And then these freaking
Yeah,
weeaboos
actually
started talking
power
about
scaling.
freaking...
Yeah, wait, when did we get to Dragon Ball?
Because
Okay,
Sharon...
because like no, because you said Gohan and then I said Kakashi, and then we went back to Dragon Ball.
No, I said... You said Kakashi, then I said Steven Universe can kill Kakashi in an instant.
Oh yeah. Then Jay was just like, oh well, see.
Okay.
Okay. In the Shrek cinematic universe,
Shrek cinematic.
who is the strongest Shrek character?
Dragon.
Dragon?
Yes.
Wait,
Dragon
but
got
Shrek
soloed
beat
by
Dragon.
Shrek easily.
Yeah. Well, and
No,
Donkey too. And
Yeah,
Donkey.
she didn't get soloed because Shrek needed help.
Donkey didn't do anything except run.
You know, Donkey soloed the dragon, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he did. Woo! Okay, all I'm saying though,
W.
Puss in Boots defended Shrek. Y'all remember the scene I Need a Hero from freaking Shrek 2, the best movie ever. The best scene ever was the I Need a Hero scene. That scene where he fought off like 20 guards. Puss in Boots is like,
Yeah, he fought off 20 guards, but he did not defeat a dragon.
yeah, but a dragon's a pussy though.
What about Gingy? What about Mungo? Come on now.
Mungo.
Mungo?
Yeah, the giant Gingy.
Oh. Wait, what movie was that?
Shrek 2! The
Shrek 2!
God, Jared, do you not know your lore?
I like it's
God.
God, you don't know your Shrek lore, bro.
Go watch the Shrek quadrilogy now.
Okay, you know what? We all have to watch Shrek 2 now, and specifically the I Need a Hero scene, because that scene is so beautiful.
Watch it.
I think that's illegal.
I
What
feel
about
like
Fairy Godmother? Because, like,
I mean, yeah, she's
she's pretty
OP.
strong. She has magic.
Yeah, she has
before we get
magic,
back to
but
the
then
power
she gets
scaling,
defeated.
hang on. This is what I need to say. I feel like people are gonna be like in the comments talking about. Well, see, I'm actually Piccolo in the Daizenshu, and like
We're talking about
nerds telling us.
we're talking about Shrek power scaling. They'll be like, bruh, Lord Farquaad is daddy.
Yeah. We're gonna have like actual nerd trying to tell us like, oh yes, see, the power scaling in Shrek, it's really weird. So you see, Puss in Boots in his prime, he in base, he's relative to Shrek.
Bitch.
Oh, okay, we also have to count in the Puss in
The Puss in Boots movie
show and the
and-
Puss in
exactly.
Boots movie.
Bro, what's
I
the
only
name?
ever saw the
Humpty?
movie.
What's the name? Humpty Dumpty. What was that character's name?
Oh yeah.
Water. Humpty Dumpty's fodder.
Okay, tell
Is it
Talking about-
Jared,
Is it just me, or does like looking at the fairy godmother make you guys hungry?
What?
I can see it.
No,
Because
okay, no,
because she
no,
looks like a snack.
no, because like she has that one scene where she goes to like the drive-through, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the
But
only
whenever I see her, I'm just hungry.
But whenever I see her, bro, the only thing I think of in mind is I need a hero. I need a hero
Oh.
thing.
I need to know. I need to
Is
know.
Fairy Godmother or the wizard from Shrek 3?
Bro, the wizard gets anal, bro, by freaking godmother, bro. I don't know what you mean, bro.
She just gets creeped.
So Merlin is such a puss. Bro, King Arthur from Shrek 3? Bitch.
Oh
God.
wait, we forgot
If you just look at, like,
Rumpelstiltskin. He's also a
Fairy
magic
Godmother, you
user.
just get hungry.
Oh yeah, you see, Shane Dawson though, he's weak though. He got nothing. All he got is a goose. All he got is a goose.
No, but like with his contracts can alter reality, so it's like fourth dimensional.
Yeah, but honestly, all you really need to do is have braids and rip the fucking paper. Well, you see, Shrek was an idiot, and he's like, "Alright, I'm too tired of having a family. Fuck it, let me be alone." Then boom, Fiona, dude, that Fiona from the new dimension, bro. All I'm saying, bro. You know?
I like how you had a nightmare about Fiona, but then you're like, oh yeah, Fiona.
Cause I've matured since then. Okay, remember the chimichanga
I
guy?
told you, he just couldn't embrace the dummy thickness of Fiona until his teenage years.
Oh, okay.
Karina, I need to ask you something. I need to ask you something very important. All right.
Yes.
So, if you just look at like any image of Fairy Godmother, do you just get hungry?
No, like, okay, so whenever I watch Shrek 2, I get hungry. Specifically when she
Like in
comes
any
on.
scene? Like in every scene she's in, you just get hungry.
Yeah, and to get even more specific with the type of hungry, I feel like having something crunchy, like chips or something.
Dude, now I want chips. Damn, fuck you, Karina. Bro, what you know about my boy Cookie, the ogre from Bro, why is there a Shrek wiki? Let me visit this.
Of course, it's a Shrek movie.
I'm gonna check out my boy Cookie. I'm gonna check out my boy
Why wouldn't there
Cookie.
be a Shrek?
Alright, I want you all to go up, look up Cookie the Ogre right now. Tell me that man is in Planetary right now. Search up Cookie the Ogre right now. Status living. Occupation chimichanga salesman. Chief of the Ogre Resistance. Location far, far away. Gender male.
Oh,
Family
dear
NA.
Lord.
Race orb. Voice.
So big.
It's Cookie.
So big.
That's Cookie, bro. Cookie the Ogre. I don't know what you mean. That's a planetary man right there if I've ever seen one.
Hold on, hang on. So you're telling me that the guy who uses food, it says food is his only weapon
Yes.
against witches and Rumpelstiltskin.
Uh-huh.
He is
Yo!
multi-planetary.
What you know about the freaking, what's it called? Peter Piper, dude. Oh my god. That man
Oh,
was,
slap!
that man was hard, bro. That man was hard on them. He's like, dude. He can honestly defeat all of them. Like,
He can defeat everyone.
Yeah. He's top tier. He's SS tier.
he beat Shrek. He honestly beat Shrek.
Yeah, he can control anything. He has a setting for anything.
The verse. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. And Karina's just muted herself. I have no idea what's going on with her.
I don't know either, man. Dude, this is talking about Shrek lore, man.
Oh my god.
Dude, Peter
Cookie
Piper,
the
though.
Ogre.
What?
Cookie the Ogre. He's so big, dude. I love him.
Dude, Peter Piper, though, he was so OP, bro. He had, like, dude, he's a god.
Hold on. Let me look up Peter Piper real quick.
Peter Piper Shrek, dude. He
I wish
looks,
I had Fiona's ability to like burst open an animal with her singing voice.
dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so Fiona might actually be higher on the list if she can explode beings through singing.
Okay, what you know about
I
the...
think she also fried eggs or something like that.
Oh yeah, and she can cook.
Bro, I thought I said Happy Meal on the wiki. I was like, bro, why is Happy Meal on the Shrek wiki?
Dumbass.
What are you doing?
What was that one lady who sounded like a dude?
I don't
Shrek
know.
2.
Oh.
What was her name?
Yeah,
With the
something
legs,
like
right?
this.
Yeah, with the legs. What was her name? Yeah, what was her name? Okay, can
I'm the guy with the legs.
Don't
bro.
you have the wiki up? Don't.
no, I don't have the week. Okay, can we talk about how hot? Like, okay, no homo, but like how sexy the human Shrek looked. Like honestly, bro, this man, like no homo, this man was hot. In all honesty, bro. He looks like Anthony. He looks like a thick Anthony
He's
Padilla.
pretty chat-like, but I don't know if I'd.
Bro. Oh my god.
Oh lord.
Bro, Prince Charming was such a simp, dude. Prince Charming.
Prince Charming's really ugly.
Wait, hold on. Why is this GIF in? Okay, so you guys can't see this, right? But why is the GIF in Spanish?
What?
Like, I think Jay sent it into the chat. It's just in Spanish for some reason.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
My favorite word in Spanish is just soy. Like soy means I am. Soy boy.
Yo, soy. Erancho.
You can say soy boy. And like it actually means something like I am boy.
Okay, let me see if I can find. So we got Lord Farquaad, Shrek, PA, Fiona, Donkey, Puss in Boots, Dragon, Prince Charming, Duloc. No. God damn it, give me more character.
What is this?
What is this?
Jared,
What?
look.
What? Stop sending gifts.
Stop!
No one listening can see this. I swear to God.
Why'd you say
I
the
know-
fucking
I know.
donkey shaking his ass? It's kind of...
I know you can only see it, Jared, so that's why I'm sending.
That's horrifying. That's horrifying.
You're evil.
God, what's her fucking name, dude? I'm trying to think of the girl's name. It sounded like a dude. What's her name? What should I Shrek characters? Let me just set 'em. Come on, give me.
So we're gonna talk about like the Shrek and power scaling. Power scaling.
Shrek.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. Who would win in a fight? Who would win in a fight? The crystals or fairy godmother? Like, does she solo all the crystal gems? Or no, not the crystal gems. The
What's
like
her
the
name?
actual crystals.
I found it. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bartender. What's Doris? That's her name. Doris.
Okay, does Doris solo all the diamonds?
Yes. Doris. Search up Doris from Shrek right now. Right now, Jared. You too, Jamie. You'll see. Why is Cookie here? Search up Doris right now. From Shrek.
That girl.
Yeah, that bitch. She can defeat everyone. She is.
You are just having a gay old time in the chat, aren't you, Jeff?
What is he doing?
Random Minetta, thank you for
Why is there that? Stop!
You can use these now.
Okay.
Ah, man.
This is not okay.
Bro, this man's interrogating me right now.
What?
What?
Bro, layers. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers.
Gamers have layers.
Stop.
Oh my god, okay, you're over here distracting us.
We are
Like,
not gamers, man. We are not gamers.
like,
I'm not a gamer.
every time we talk, there's gonna be like some unrelated
Okay,
thing
okay.
I can't even see.
We gotta move to a new topic. Alright, so I have this really funny topic that my friend Karina.
Power scale Madara Uchiha.
No. No. We're gonna talk about
No more power scaling. Oh my god.
we're gonna talk about the Latino Shy Guys, boys.
No, we're not the Latino Try Guys. I made a mistake in saying that.
So,
Yeah, you do.
We don't want their fan base attacking us.
alright, so before the recording, right, my Karina made a joke, be like, alright, so me, Jared, and Karina, we're all Latin descent, sort of, right? And then,
Yeah.
of course, Jamie over here is what my family calls un chino. And Karina was like, guys, we're We can. What if we call ourselves the Latino Try Guys?
No. I said we're like the Latino. I said we are the Latino Try
We
Guys
are the Latino
because
Try Guys.
there's 3 of us that are the same race and then 1 Asian.
Yes,
And,
that's
That was a mistake.
Why are they called the Try Guys?
because they try different things, man. They just try things, man.
My college admission.
Are they the guys on BuzzFeed?
Yes. Well, they were on
Tastes
BuzzFeed, and then they left BuzzFeed because they said fuck that shit. Okay.
Good.
Man. Alright, so Gerald likes CBD. Oh no.
No, CBT.
CBT, my bad. Jared, can you tell our viewers what that stands for, please?
Oh lord.
Call Brian Dad.
CBD?
No. Call Brian Theater.
Call Brian
Here.
Thick.
Yes, call Brian Thick.
Yes. Jared likes calling Brian Thick, I guess. That's what
Yeah,
he
I
likes.
do.
Yeah.
Because you are thick. You're very thick.
Thank you.
Thick boy.
Thick boy.
The thickest. Nice and meaty.
Shut the fuck up. Dude, Meaty? You know what that reminds me of? Mr. Meaty. I remember that fucking show. That show was fuck.
That was
Oh my god, with the
right?
puppets?
Yeah, with the puppets, bro. That was so
I
weird.
never once watched that.
That show, it's like it showed up at midnight, and
Yeah.
all I could think of was like, what's going on?
That
Am I
shit was
supposed to be
so
watching it?
weird.
I was
That
in
shit was
bed
so
by
weird.
midnight, bro. I don't know how
Nah,
y'all.
bro. I would always be watching freaking Family Guy, staying up, like, either watching Family Guy, and then on Disney, I would always watch. I always remember this because it was always in order. Every night, like at 12ish, Disney would play American Dragon Jake Long, Ember's New School, and then King Patowski every night. Those 3. That would just
Okay,
always
those
stay
are-
on.
Ooh, King Patowski.
King Patowski.
I watched that on the
was a
weekends.
show.
That show
That
was
was the
hard.
show.
That show was hard,
Yeah.
bro. Dude, y'all remember the Gunther rap? Oh my god, that man spit fire, bro.
What I remember the most is like the Kick's brother Brad, and he always go like, "Yeah, Brad," because I would just
Yeah, man. Dude,
Oh
I would, like,
god.
throw my
you know what,
sister around,
Brad
like, "Yeah,
reminds me of? Brad reminds me of fucking what's his face? What's Diary of the Wimpy Kid? What Roderick? He reminds me of Roderick. Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Roderick. He's like the same. He has the same vibe.
It's
Like-
Diary of a Wimpy Kid if
The only reason I
If
ever
Greg
remember
was
Brad
cool.
is because like I would like be screwing with my sister, right, and I would just like throw off to the side and be like, "Yeah, Brad," just for no reason.
It's such a
Like,
bitch.
straight thrower.
Such a
No, you
bitch.
should say your actual name though. That way,
Yeah, Jared.
yeah, Jared.
It doesn't fly out the tongue as well as yeah, Brad.
It doesn't, but like,
Yeah, Jared.
Like, it just doesn't ring right. It doesn't sound right.
I can just imagine Jared pushing someone down. Yeah, Jared.
God, no.
It's such a douchey voice. I can't, dude. Bro, okay. Let's see. Alright. I'm gonna talk about something real quick, bro. Have y'all seen My Hero Academia? Right?
No.
Yeah, I was just watching that.
Okay, have you
Yeah.
have you seen the latest episode? Oh no, not the latest one. The one before that one where they're singing, right?
yeah.
Alright.
I got as far as let me see.
Alright, hurry up because I don't want to spoil this for you. This is kind of
I got as far as like episode 81, so I'm not on there yet.
Okay, well, I don't care. Well, this is not really spoiler, but like. So, what's the last thing you
We'll watch it
remember?
later. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, you know, we could watch it as a group because it's on Hulu. We can watch it together. Alright,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
the whole thing was, Eri, you know her, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they saved her, and then the school festival, you remember that stuff? School festival, Jamie?
Yeah.
And you know how, Jiro and the band, they were singing, Hero 2, right?
Yeah.
So, remember that one scene where Eri, well, I'm not pronouncing it, but her, she is surrounded by, what's his face? The crows, right? And then they meet, like, when it, like, starts building up, it just explodes and she's smiling, bro.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
cried
yeah.
so hard at that scene, bro.
You cried?
I was like, oh, this
I was kind of laughing. I'm not gonna lie when because right before that, Ochaka Bakugo, she's getting swung around by Tsuyu's tongue, right? And she's like giving people in the crowd high fives.
Yeah,
That was
that
pretty
was
cool, right?
so awesome. And
And then they started floating. I was like, wait a minute.
dude,
How weird must that feel, like having someone's tongue around you like that?
to stop talking. No, shut up. So
Like,
I wish that was
thinking
me. I
about
wish it was
that, like,
Ochako.
stop.
how would that feel?
So I stop. So the whole point was, I was just like, the first time I didn't cry. I was like, okay, cool, it's whatever. And then I started watching it more because the song's a banger, and I keep listening to it. And then there's this video, and every time they showed the scene, I first smiling, bro. I almost started tearing up. I'm like, oh, and then I started crying.
Oh, when Deku gave her the tree at the end.
Oh, I cried there too. That was so. He's like, I can make you more. She's like, eh. I'm like, ah. Oh
You gotta
man.
feel some type of way when you have that around you, though. I'm not gonna stop thinking about
Stop talking about this thing. Oh my god.
that.
But dude, honestly though, My Hero is such a good anime. Honestly, so good. But like,
I had problems with it initially.
but it's also super overrated though. I swear, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, so can we just talk about this real quick? So, Bakugo, right?
Oh.
Yeah, immediately. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you remember, like, in, like, what was it, season 3? When they were just, like, they were, like, they had that big fight, and then after that, All Might was like, bro, they're, like, actual rivals now.
Yeah.
I remember I watched that scene, and I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? That's it?
Yeah.
Like, all they did was, like, he just goes, I ruined All Might, fight me, and then he, like, fights Deku, and,
Yeah.
like, it's like, oh, yeah, that's all it takes for them to be actual rivals. No!
Yep. I guess
No.
so.
I was just like the more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I was just like, no, that's not how that works.
Well, no,
There's
here's
actual
what I
development.
thought though. What do you call it? After the fight, Bakugo really had no respect for Deku.
Yeah.
Or before that fight.
Yeah, because after
And
that
now-
fight.
But like, here's the thing though, is that like it didn't
And-
feel earned. They were
No, and then he's seen him as like above everyone, right? And so now he's kind of realized, like, man, Deku's actually like strong. Like they see eye to eye now.
Yeah, because before
it just
Bakugo
didn't
was
feel
just.
earned to me.
I mean,
Because like
okay.
Bakugo was just like he was like his whole shtick was I am like an absolutely terrible person to this one guy because why not, right? And then he's just he's gone now. It's all my fault. And then he just goes, Deku, fight me right now. I don't see how that like.
I mean,
There's
think
no
about it though. Think about it. Think about it. If you were in his spot, you just got kidnapped, and then because of you, because you got kidnapped, All Might had to fight this super powerful guy, which he didn't need to fight if he didn't get kidnapped. So in his mindset, he's thinking all the things that happened was because of him getting kidnapped, because he wasn't strong enough. That's why he wants to fight Deku.
Okay, I think
no,
Jared
but-
was
but
asking,
my-
like, why did he start fighting Deku?
Oh okay.
No. My point was, what exactly made them legitimate rivals after, like, as All Might said? Why did that make them legitimate rivals after that fight? Like, what about that fight?
Because
specifically was
they
like-
both see each other as equal now. Because
Yeah, they understand where each other are coming from now,
Yeah.
and
I don't know. I didn't see it as like earned. Like Sasuke versus Naruto in the Final Valley, like right where it was like this clash of ideals.
I mean, you see with that
like,
battle though.
that felt earned.
You see with that battle, that's the battle that was like waiting for like entire seasons, years.
Yeah,
My Hero,
that's my no. I'm talking about in part 1, and that's my point.
Oh,
my
part
point
one,
that
okay,
it was
okay.
built up to.
yeah,
Like with Deku and All Might, Deku and Bakugo, it was not earned. It was just like fight scene all of a sudden. Now there you go. They're fighting now. With like Naruto and Sasuke, it's like
well, if you think about it like this too, Deku got his provisional exam, or he passed his provisional exam, and he
Yeah.
got his license. And Bakugo, always having that mindset like he was above Deku, fails at something that Deku succeeded in.
yeah.
So out of like pure jealousy, well, I don't think it was even jealousy. I have to look back at the manga right here.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Like,
But in
Like I
Baku's
said,
mind,
it's
he's
the-
always think he's better than Deku in every way, and him seeing like Deku do something that he couldn't do makes him even more mad. And then there's the build up of everything of Deku
See, like,
learning
that's-
how to work, you know?
that would be fine if they focused on that more instead of just like.
Yeah.
And here's another problem with it, right? Is that because there's so many characters, they can't like focus on like a specific set too much and like develop them fully, right?
Yeah.
That's why it just felt even less earned because it was just like they can't focus on Bakugo too much. They're focusing on Deku and like Ida and like Todoroki and those three, right?
Yeah.
And then with like just suddenly Bakugo gets development now. It's like no, it's not. You didn't earn that. Like you didn't earn this big fight, right? Like it just wasn't. That wasn't no.
I mean, we all knew that was gonna happen though. Ever since season 1, when they had the first fight, when they were the testing, or like the.
Well, yeah, I mean, we knew it was gonna happen, but like, see, like back to Naruto and Sasuke, right? Like we saw them fight before the Final Valley, right? In part 1,
yeah.
And like, see, but that wasn't treated as like the big climactic battle. Like it was used to like build up to that climactic fight. Like these guys don't agree with each other. They have like two separate ideals, two separate ways of doing things. They're like. And they tried to paint it as like a two sides of the same coin sort of deal, right?
Mm.
So like those fights weren't necessarily like oh yeah, they're like after this fight they're like rivals now. Like no, it was just we're gonna build up to this point where like it reaches a boiling point, right? And then it was like okay, this is the fight now. This is the battle. Like this is the clash of ideals right here.
I mean, ever since like the first.
And also something else to consider too. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something else to consider too.
So, okay, Bakugo fought Deku to see why All Might had favored him.
Oh, yeah!
Well, yeah, but what's Deku fighting for, then?
Deku? Let me see.
Like, there's no real ideological clash there to make it interesting. It's just like a fight. It just feels like a fight for the sake of a fight.
I mean, that's... Sequence.
Here, I'm still reading through it.
I'll be right back, real quick. You guys keep talking about this, I'll be right back. Someone talks over and sound boring. Be right back.
I've got a major problem with that whole scene, because it was just like...
Okay, right here he says, I think maybe fight in order to somehow quell those feelings he couldn't control. But even so, it's not like I could just go and refuse him. Thinking back, our relationship has always been weird. From kindergarten to elementary to middle school to high school.
Yeah, see, I remember that scene. I remember
so he was having all those, Bakugo's trying to fight him to deal with his emotions, right?
Yeah.
And
see,
Deku,
here's my
you know
thing,
how
right?
Deku always like just took it.
Yeah.
Like he never stood up for himself. Even like in the first scene, the first episode, he was like, "Hey, that's my notebook," and Baku was like, "What'd you say?"
So it's less about like an ideological battle and more like I'm gonna stand up for myself, right?
He's saying I'm done. He's gonna stand up for himself.
Which
it doesn't have to be an ideological battle for them to be rivals.
Well, yeah, no, but like it just like there's no real drive for them to like feel like rivals there. Like, because here's the thing, right? Is that Deku already sort of stood up for himself when they were doing the first combat exercise, right? Way back in season 1. Like, he already sort of did that when he like body slammed Bakugo, right? Like that was that was the whole point of that fight. Like he was, he didn't want to fight Bakugo, but he did anyway. Like, dude was like, he was just like, bro, listen, you like you're amazing and all that, but like, lay off. All right.
Well,
like the reason I'm fighting you is because like you're amazing. Like he said something along those lines, right?
Look, okay, so right here. Well, okay, what are rivals to you? Tell me that.
Okay. So, for example, right? I think Naruto and Sasuke are good rivals, obviously, but I'm not gonna talk about them anymore. I already went into that. The big, two different ideologies. They're both like relatively equal throughout the series. So, let me think of two other good rivals. I'd say like, well, I was gonna say Mr. Krabs and Plankton, but that's a different context. So no, I can't use that. Like in an action setting.
Gon
I would say
Gon. I forgot what the fucking other kid's name.
I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter. I was gonna say Inosuke and Tanjiro, right? Because like Inosuke is really similar to Bakugo, so it's perfect, right? So Inosuke's whole thing is I want to be strong, right? Like he just wants to be the strongest. And then Tanjiro's whole deal is just I want to go save my sister, right? So it's like you have this really selfish dude who's just out to like just fight everybody and like show that he's superior. And then you have Tanjiro, who's just he's this selfless, kind dude. Like everybody jerks off how kind this dude is all the time, right? Like, bro, Tanjiro, bro, he's like so merciful. He's like, you know, the kindest dude in the world. Like he's Snow White. So like you have two polar opposites here. So I would, and then when they confront each other, right? They're like relatively equal when they fight, right? Like, you know, when Tanjiro headbutts him, you know, he's just like, bro, what? How? You know what? Nah, I want a rematch. I want to fight. And he's like insisting that they fight, and then, but like it's far more organic because you can tell. Well, no, hold on. Let me word this right. I would say it's more organic because they like show that he's just reckless and that all he wants to do is fight. Like they've made that much clear, so it makes sense that he would see Tanjiro beating him and then be like, I'm gonna like absolutely destroy this man, right? So like that right off the bat, it's already like a far more earned like rivalry there. And because Zenitsu can't fill the role because he's cowardly, so it's like of course he can't act as a rival to him. So, and also something else too is
what makes them rivals?
Well, because Inosuke wants to fight him constantly, right? Like Tanjiro doesn't indulge him, but and also because they're like shown being equal to each other constantly, right? Like when they fought when they were in the forest fighting the spider demons, Inosuke and Tanjiro were shown as equals, not like Tanjiro and like what's his name, and Zenitsu. Like they aren't shown being like equal to each other, but Inosuke and Tanjiro are. So like they're definitely framing their relationship more as like these two are rivals as opposed to say Giyu and like Tanjiro. So I would say what makes good rivalry to me is like it has to be organic, and also it has to lead to both characters' development in some way, or at least one of the characters' development in some way. Because like Inosuke gets a lot of development in like the 26 episodes that he's in, or no, not 26. I was
gonna say that they've already been rivals from the get, right?
Wait, who? Bakugo and Deku?
Yeah. Because
that's what it's framed out, but it like doesn't feel very. Okay, here's the thing, right? Is that with that, Bakugo and Deku's relationship at the start, it's just framed as like, oh yeah, Bakugo's just this major bully, right? So they're not on equal footing. So it's just like, so it doesn't feel like they're rivals. Really, it just feels like Bakugo's some dude who bullies Deku a bunch, and then later on they like sort of build up to it with like the the first combat test they take. I forget what they called it. It was like when they were pretending to be villains and they were in teams and all that. So like they
I know what you're saying.
Wait, what?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So like there.
Alrighty, I'm back. So what I missed?
Oh, we are currently discussing Bakugo and Deku's relationship. So.
Okay.
Like I was saying, so like they were sort of building up to it there, but like I said, because they can't focus on like those specific types of characters too much, like they try to give everyone equal treatment. They couldn't quite develop it as much as they should have.
Yeah.
But,
well, that's what the scene is for. That's what the second fight is for.
See, but like I said though, it's just like because it's treated. To me, it felt like they wanted to make it like really climactic. Like this is what officially cements them as like iconic rivals on like the level of like Naruto and Sasuke, or like Natsu and Gray, or like Ken and Ryu. But it doesn't feel earned because they don't get enough screen time together. Like they do not.
They do.
Like there was
because like. If you look in future episodes after this fight, Deku like learning his shoot style, or like Deku practicing, Bakugo would be there and he'll say stuff like, don't slack, because I'm gonna surpass you otherwise, It's just the small interactions between them, because obviously we have to save screen time for
well, but I'm not talking about like future. That's fine. That's whatever, right? I'm talking specifically about like this fight. This fight, like All Might said, makes them real rivals now. He says that they make them real rivals, which
it says, I quote, "They're different now, more like true rivals than ever before."
Yeah, that just didn't feel like earned to me. Like they're not it doesn't feel like they're real rivals. It just feels like, oh yeah, we fought once.
Well, it's not just that; it's what they were fighting for.
Well, yeah, but that's why I mentioned that's why I was like, okay, what are they fighting for? Because it's just like Bakugo is just basically lashing out at Deku just to let his rage out, and then you have Deku who's just like, I'm not gonna take it. Like that's not really does that sound really interesting to you? Like does that sound like yeah, these guys are rivals? It just sound like oh yeah, I'm gonna you're not gonna bully me anymore. Like get off me, bro. I'll pop you.
Well, they both aiming to be #1 heroes.
True.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't change.
And by definition,
of what they're fighting for, though.
I mean, by definition, this is what a rival is: a person competing one another for the same objective or superiority.
See, but we're not talking literal definitions. We're talking how it. God, I can't word things right. We're talking how whether or not they're that whole real rivals moment was earned. The let's just say we're fighting for or debating the legitimacy of that claim, because it doesn't feel legitimate to me. It just feels like it's forced.
Well, I don't know. I just feel like it. I don't really think it's forced, because in a way they're more rivals now, or they're rivals before, but Bakugo was always like, I'm always going to be on top,
Yeah, which would be fine.
It's not a competition. And Deku, it's like, oh, I gotta fucking push a rock up a hill. So, I don't know. I don't think to say it was forced necessarily, because how else would Bakugo go about his emotion?
Well, I guess it's in character, but it just calling them real rivals because of that fight seems like forced. You're putting more weight onto the fight than it actually had.
Well, it's not the fight. It's the conversation they had during the fight.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That whole scene was just it was just really iffy to me. I don't that didn't seem right to me. I'll be right back. You guys keep going.
I felt like that fight was justified.
Yeah, same. Because for me, because Jared was talking about how Deku really didn't have anything to quote unquote fight for, but I think what I was just thinking right now is Deku, he always had a disadvantage. Like you were saying, he had to carry a boulder compared to Bakugo. Because Bakugo, he had a quirk in the beginning, but Deku just got his quirk a few months ago, a year ago now,
and learned how to use it.
Exactly. Yeah. So he wants to in my opinion, this battle is to show what they said in the anime, to show Bakugo what Deku has learned from the past year, been training, right? That's what pretty much the fight is. And then the whole rivalry show was just part of the end. Right, all Might, you two are now rivals. Boom. Whatever. But the whole meaning for that fight was for Deku to show how powerful he's gotten to Bakugo. And even though he lost that fight, quote unquote lost that fight, he still wants to be better than Bakugo. And he probably will. I don't know actually. But he wants to show Bakugo what he's learned and how strong he's gotten. So I think that's what the whole fight was about, personally.
Yeah, I don't think it was about them establishing them as rivals. Yeah. I don't think what the fight was about.
That was just a little tease for what could happen.
That's a detail. That's just a minor detail.
Yeah, exactly.
The real fight was their conflict with one another, and then in a way resolving it. Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but then that just brings me to what exactly was their conflict then?
Their conflict?
Yeah, like what was it?
Well, I mean, Deku always felt inferior. Like he could never catch up with Bakugo.
Exactly. And now that he's
See, but a conflict implies that both sides disagree with each other, right? So what was their disagreement? Like, what was their, like, what exactly, caused like this divide, right?
The conflict was that Bakugo abuses Deku because he can't.
Oh, I'm just cutting out.
Oh, okay.
You mind repeating that?
So, Bakugo, let me see. Always like you were looking down on. Oh yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Bakugo always seen Deku. Oh fuck. Yeah, Bakugo always seen Deku.
You see, you're having trouble. Like
No, I'm reading it now. It's just like surprising me because I forgot about this.
Oh, I was about to say.
Bakugo, you know how Bakugo, he was always pissed at Deku because he thought Deku was looking down at him?
Yeah.
And then, in Deku's eye, Bakugo was always looking down at him.
Wait,
so hold
on, is that what Bakugo, is that the reason? Hold on, hang on.
They're both looking at each other down, or both of them thought they were looking down on one another, right?
Okay, hold on. So, maybe I'm just an idiot, right? Because I only watched the anime. But
yes.
I never once got the implication that, like, Bakugo thought Deku was looking down on him.
No, he said in the anime.
Yeah, you hella missed that then, because remember when he picked him up and he got all pissed about that? He thought he was looking down on him.
Is that what that was?
And he quotes
it in the anime.
And he even quotes it in the fight. He's like, always like you were looking down on me, like you were just waiting for the chance to pass me.
Yeah, he said that, Jared.
But, yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah, so they both thought that they were looking down on one another, right?
Yeah.
But in reality.
And in reality, they both were looking up to one another. They're both inspiring to one another.
Mm-hmm. See?
And this fight was for them to both realize that.
I don't know. Maybe my issue is just that it's not. I don't find it very engaging because this just sounds really lame.
I just think you don't pay attention to the anime.
No, I do. I just didn't pay enough attention to this anime. I don't know.
Maybe.
No, actually, no. I was
paying
thinking
attention
to that fight. I was thinking to that anime.
You see, I think the whole point of the
I
fight
forgot that part.
wasn't to show that they became rivals. No, the whole part of the whole fight was about how they see each other as equals now, and that builds up their character. Because seeing each other as equals wants to make them get stronger than the other one.
They're both motivators for each other,
Exactly.
and rather than being like a toxic version or toxic motivator like before, like, oh, I want to pass Bakugo because fuck that guy, right?
Yeah.
Rather than it's like, I want to be the best, but he also wants to be the best, and there can only be one.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of respectful.
Yeah, exactly. Jimmy knows what's up.
So considering you guys have been talking about this for like 45 minutes now, I can guess that you guys are like pretty invested in this, which leads me to ask, do you think that My Hero is like, it deserves all the hype that it's getting?
No.
Okay, hold on.
As
So
a My
back
Hero
to the Bakugo thing, right? I just want to say that if the point was to make them like they see each other as equals, honestly, I don't know if I don't know if I see that as earned either. I would have to I'd have to rewatch everything up to the point, but something about that still sounds iffy to me. Like something about that just doesn't sound like yeah, we earned that at that point.
Okay, so now that we're done with this topic,
so why do you think that it's like? Okay, why do you guys think that it got so much hype? Like,
because it's
I think
like
it was a new anime. That's one thing for sure.
No. Hold on. I have an exact reason. All right. So, you know, Attack on Titan, right? It like came out around the same time that like The Walking Dead became like hot, right? Like when all these like survival, you know, we pull no punches, every character is on the line. You know, they can potentially die. Like those type of shows, like that. It came out around that side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it got mad hot. So I think. And then you have My Hero came out like what?
20, yeah.
Yeah. When it like when comic book movies were like hitting their peak, right?
Exactly.
And they were starting to, and
Oh, 2014.
oh,
Was it 2014?
oh, gee, 2014.
Wow.
That's when like One Punch came out, right?
No, One Punch Man was like 2012.
Yeah.
2 years
What?
later.
Oh. I thought
Yeah.
But yeah. So basically, what I was gonna say was because My Hero came out around the time that like superhero movies were starting to get more popular, right? So and then because My Hero is very atypical, its premise is very atypical. I'm sure some will argue that it's rather generic, but
Yeah.
so you have the timing, and you have its unique premise, and you have the fact that BM-burnz is like doing the adaptation. BM-burnz is a really good animation studio. Like,
It's
top
literally
notch.
just sky high if it was an anime. Honestly. Sky High was
But
an
yeah, I
amazing
think-
movie, and they just turned it into an anime. That's what that is. Boom.
So
Well, Avengers came out 2 years ago, so I agree with that. The timing.
For sure though.
Wait, what was 2 years ago?
Avengers 2 years before My Hero.
Yeah, and didn't Civil War come out around that time too? Or
No, because by 2014 there was Age of Ultron.
oh yeah. So definitely, it was timing. It
Oh,
was
2015.
like its premise, the animation studio, all that caused it to be more like it just shot up, right? Like it was just destined to be more popular, even if it's not the best.
Yeah, exactly. Just the timing, the culture of it. Like, because there's not a lot of superhero anime. I think there's very few superhero animes, actually.
Yeah, no, there's very few, and there's very few anime like My Hero in
Exactly.
general, where it's like oh yeah, it's like both high school and superhero.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of super powers or powers in a sense, and
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Is that there's a lot of like oh yeah, I like what was the one anime? It's called like I Sit Next to a God of Destruction or something like that, and they're like in high school, and you have like this god who's just in high school.
yeah, most protagonists tend to be high schoolers with powers.
Yeah,
So, my
Yeah,
opinion,
but, like-
yeah.
I think because also you have to consider like you have to consider the world of My Hero, where like everyone has powers, right? Like it's not just like oh yeah, I'm the main protagonist. I have the most OP power ever. I can like destroy things on a conceptual level. It's just where, but like in My Hero, it's like, oh yeah, my dad has the power to like make things dark for 2 seconds, and my mom can elongate her fingernails, and I can turn invisible.
Yeah.
So like, you have to take that into consideration too. Where like they're not totally OP, except Deku, who is kind of totally OP.
Yeah, well, you see, what I think is happening because in My Hero, pretty much everyone in the world has like superpowers. So this might sound a little cringy, but pretty much anyone, if they really want to, can make their own quote unquote OC into like a My Hero world, right? So they can put themselves into the world. So I think that's one of the other reasons why like My Hero is such a interesting show for everyone, because they can like technically see themselves in it in a way, like be like, oh, that'd be so awesome if I can have like this power, like this quote unquote quirk that I can have in this world too, and I can be like, maybe I can be like the new number one hero or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like they can perceive
I would
themselves in the
say-
show.
I think with that, right? Like I think that's true, but I think that anime like let's say like I was gonna say Dragon Ball, but that seems kind of ridiculous. But no, let's use Dragon Ball as an example. Like I think that Dragon Ball kind of does a better job of that, right? Because you have characters like Videl or like Goku. Goku he was like really weak, right? He was like car level with his Kamehameha. And then later on, he's like multiversal. So I think Dragon Ball tends to do a better job with like, bro, that could be me. Like as long as you work hard, that could just be me, right? Because with My Hero, you have people like Todoroki who are just born strong, right? Just
I mean,
can,
no,
like,
they're
free
not
them
born
into
strong.
building.
I don't know if like I can be a monkey alien.
That wasn't my point. That wasn't my point. My point was that like Goku was really weak, and then like through training he just got strong. Like that was the whole point of like the.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah,
then,
like-
but the same thing can be said about My Hero, because, for example, like you said, Todoroki, he's not automatically trained to use his powers. He first has to, first of all, how to has to, learn how to use them, and has to learn how to use them well.
Well, yeah, but like here's the thing though, is that like he didn't. Well, okay. He had like special training, right? Because you got like Endeavor, you got the number 2 hero at the. Of course, you're gonna get like special treatment.
You see, training though, they all need training. That's the basic thing. So that's pretty much what you're saying. Dragon Ball.
But here's the thing though, is that training won't guarantee. Okay, so through training, could Ochako become as strong as Todoroki?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
So you're telling me that if she got strong enough, Todoroki could get soloed?
Yes.
By Ochako.
Yeah. Dude, if Mineta gets strong enough, he could probably solo All Might. If he learns how to use the quirk correctly, when to use it, and how to use it too. It's all in training and how they use their quirks. They have to practice.
And then I could flip this example with DBZ. Like, do you think Chaozu can train up?
Well, see, okay. Fair point.
Yeah.
For example, let's use Mirio, right? His quirk, like his parents said, useless, right? Like, oh, you just don't be a hero, man. It's too dangerous. He's like, no, I'm gonna show y'all how to use this quirk. And he's from such a young age, he started training him how to use his quirk. And he became a senior in high school. You see what he did to those freaking goons, bro? The Phantom Man hit him like boom, 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 boom. Dude.
Okay, so let me phrase this better then. Like, everyone can become a hero, sure, but not everyone's got a quirk specialized for combat. Like, not everyone was born evil.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Aizawa made that.
Well, it depends how you use it too.
Exactly.
Because Mirio's wasn't specifically designed for combat, but you can form it in a way, in such a way where you can.
Yeah, neither was Mineta's too, but he still got into Class 1A.
And even if it's not specialized for combat, it's still like a utility that you can use. Because like Ochako, she still learned how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And
that
use
was
her
the
quirk.
gunhead.
What's that one tape guy? What's his name?
Zero?
Well, see, with Zero, he could just be like Spider-Man though. Like
exactly though, but it's literally just tape, just tape. Like, not a deadly weapon at all. Mm-hmm. But because of his training and how he uses it, it becomes a weapon. You see?
Right, okay. Let me use Naruto as a better example then, because everyone in Naruto just has the same powers.
What about Invisible Girl?
Mm-hmm.
You're telling
Exactly. She's literally
okay, so let me just say, okay,
wait,
so I think
like Karina stuff. Are you gonna say Karina?
Yeah.
This is the real question. Who had the most character development throughout all the Toy Story movies?
Ooh.
Woody. Hands down, Woody.
I want to say Buzz.
Well, why Woody?
Buzz?
Or why Buzz?
Oh, well, I guess in the first one.
Yeah.
But overall, over in the whole entire quadrilogy, I think it's Woody.
Might be Andy.
I think that's because he's the main character.
Okay, so like, well, what's the character difference between like Woody and like in Toy Story 1 and 2? Like, what changed between those two movies?
Oh, he gets a bicep.
He gets ripped. He gets stolen.
Yeah. But then he gets more stuffing put back into it.
He gets a fresh new look.
Uh-huh.
That's not what I meant. You know that's not what I meant.
What you mean then, big boy?
I meant like in terms of like actual character, like personality. Like what changed there?
He became more of a leader, that's for sure. Because
he was always shown to be a leader, though.
I mean, yeah, but then in the first one, he became leader. But then, as soon as Buzz came in, that kind of like messed with his brain. Messed with his like, oh man, he's like
it was less like oh yeah, I'm not the leader anymore, and more like he just needed to learn how to like cooperate with this dude who was just like on equal footing with him.
Yeah.
Like it was less. I'm not the leader anymore. I have to cooperate with someone who's like on the same level as me. I can't boss this guy around, right?
Yeah.
Because like Buzz in that movie, he was just like check me out. I'm the cool guy around here.
I mean,
I'm new.
He wasn't really like that. Buzz was just like.
Well, yeah, but that was the point.
He just existed.
Yeah. But like Story 2, I don't know. Wait, that was the one where he. Wait, no, yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the one where he like became.
That's when he got stolen. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Jeremy?
I think okay, so Al took him to sell him to a museum, right?
Yeah.
Prospect, this whole thing was like, you'll be immortal, idolized by children, millions of them, right?
Yeah.
or you can go back to Andy and be thrown out like Jesse would. That was kind of like his dilemma right there.
Well, here's
because
the thing,
that's
though.
what the point with the squeaker was, right? The penguin.
Yeah.
It was like, oh shit, I might be thrown out like him when I uproot my arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So his dilemma was like, do I go back and be thrown away, or do I be forever immortal?
Exactly.
I think there that because Woody wasn't he always just like, yeah, I'm gonna be with this kid. I'm not gonna like.
Yeah. He was I
would say that's less. I would say that's less character development and more like just sort of like enforcing that yes, this guy will stay with his kid for like as long as possible. Like that's less of like oh yeah, this is a totally like he learned his lesson. He's not gonna like he's changed in some way. Like I wouldn't say that that's really like a change there. I would just say that that's like just supporting evidence that yeah, I'm gonna stay with this kid, even though that was already established in the first movie, right?
I mean, if we talk about like all 4 movies, then yeah, it would be Woody. Because have you guys seen the 4th movie, right?
Yeah, the 4th movie. Yeah.
The 4th movie, Woody makes like the biggest freaking choice in his life. He's like, either stay with Bonnie and like be a toy forever, or like go with Bo Peep and like be a free.
Well, okay.
So like
that would just be like the most drastic character change, right? Like the most drastic development. Like what?
Actually,
well, like across all 4 films.
His other one, well, in one, Woody was always favored, right? And the new kid in town, Buzz,
yeah,
he was like, I can't. No, this is mine.
Yeah.
So he did learn how to share. In a
well,
sense.
yeah, no, we touched on that though. Like,
okay. So what about Buzz? What did he do? What did he change in 2?
I'm trying to think now. Yeah, I'm trying to think now. I can't remember.
You said Buzz had the most character development, but
the biggest thing Buzz did was in the 3rd movie when he speaks Spanish. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, when he speaks Spanish.
Do you guys think Bo Peep had a big character development?
Bo Peep?
Yeah, Bo Peep.
He did.
I gotta look up who that is.
I don't think that's much.
Bo Peep.
Wait, Bo. Hold on.
You seen the 4th movie, right? There, right?
Yeah,
Me?
I have.
Yeah, the girl. Do you know the porcelain doll? That's Bo Peep.
Well, okay, that's not. We're talking about across the full franchise, like all 4 movies. Like that's just.
Oh, Forky.
Yes, Forky had the biggest character development.
I think Jesse had some character development.
Yeah, Jesse had some too.
Probably Jesse, yeah. Because like, okay, here's the thing, right? Like with Woody, Buzz, and like Bo Peep, they have the most drastic character change throughout the movies, right? Like between 1 and 4, they had the most drastic ones, but like in 2 and 3, they didn't really have much character change. Because Bo Peep wasn't even in the 2nd and 3rd movie, I don't think.
She wasn't in the 3rd one, but she was in the 2nd one.
I don't even remember what she did in the 2nd one.
Be Woody's girlfriend.
Oh, so not really. No, he didn't really. Wait.
Woody had character development in 3. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to college with Andy,"
and then you have to learn. Yeah.
And he learned how to let go. Yeah.
Yeah. That works. And then, but Bo Peep.
That's 3 of 4. I think Woody's the winner.
Probably, yeah. I'm just not gonna go with that. But like, Woody's girlfriend. I don't like. What did she do in the 2nd one?
Well, in the 2nd one, she did nothing. She worried about Woody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like the 3rd or the 4th one where she actually became like a character. Otherwise, she was just like the damsel, not in.
Yeah.
Damsel.
Yeah, I actually had this discussion with Karina, like a couple months ago when it first came out, because she was just like, "Why do they change the
costume?"
Yeah, and I was just like, "Well, okay."
Yeah, I was like, "Where did that costume even come from? What is this new facial structure?" Bo Peep's costume.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, and I was just like, and then I was like, okay, well, the animation improved. They probably want to like just change the model for the sake of keeping it consistent with the rest of the animation as opposed to using like old models. Let me take a breath. I can't speak. Anyway, yeah. So they probably changed the model so it's like updated, and also because she's an actual character now, so they have to reflect that, show her character through her design, right?
I mean, technically, they really didn't need to do the whole Bo Peep thing because they just kind of blew that up. They just kind of got out of their ass. It's like, hey, look.
Well, Bo Peep could have been anyone. I think it's just more convenient to make it Bo Peep.
Yeah.
Because
it would have been easier for them
disappeared.
to have a returning character instead of a random new character.
Yeah. It also kind of excuses why she wasn't in the third movie because she was just
I mean in the second movie.
In the third movie, they said that they got rid of her.
Yeah.
And Bo. And
they got rid of her before the third movie, I think, if I'm correct.
No, she was in the second movie.
Well, before the events of third movie.
Yeah, before the events of third movie, she got booted out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they showed us the clip of her getting rid of in the fourth movie.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's that much of I wouldn't say it's that asinine. I would say that it's it's serviceable, I guess. It's not a bad thing. And introducing a new character with they would have to do far more work as opposed to just having oh yeah, Bo Peep is back now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm kind of sad about? Where'd my etch and sketch go, and where'd my hockey puck guy go?
Where did my army men go, bro? Where they at?
No, they dipped. Remember? Third movie, they're like, "Alright, we out." They took the parachutes.
Was that the third movie? Well, that was earlier.
Yeah, it was the third movie. I swear.
I think it was earlier, wasn't it? Okay.
They were all still there in the second movie.
Well,
because remember, the army men in the second movie for what was the little sister's name? They're like,
you're right. Yeah, I remember.
It's a Mrs. Potato Head. Mrs. Potato Head.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So sadly, I think we should end really soon because we're over an hour now, over an hour and 5 minutes. So yeah, I want to say, if you guys have been with us the whole time, hearing just us rambling, thank you so much. We really appreciate it if you would listen to this.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we all gotta say thank you so much. And you know what they always say, come fight away at the